Holy fucking shit, Lillian
Hi.
Bustle.
We made it. Oh my gosh, you guys
Eventually.
are joining a like mini breakdown already in progress.
It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous.
We both just had the dumbest tech issues, like stuff that, you know, the kind of variables that you are ready to like anticipate and yet
And yet.
sorry.
Yeah. Very stupid.
Let's start all this over because I have something in the background that's gonna absolutely ruin me. I'm gonna start my audio over.
Is it a roll of ribbon?
Yes.
Oh my god. Fuck buddies, we're keeping this.
It was staring at me like an eyeball.
Okie dokie, take 2, attempt 2.
Okay.
Okay. Us against the internet.
Why everything is just hard. Everything's hard and annoying.
In the stupidest ways.
The dumbest, absolutely dumbest. I don't understand it at all. But
like,
here we are.
One thing, if you get some kind of error that you really don't understand, you're like, oh shit, like my machine is fucked. That's not what's happening. It's the dumbest, most user-friendly shit that just is like, what? You have no appropriate menu for this.
No.
Button you tell me exists doesn't fucking exist.
Right.
Oh my god.
Whee! I've been dealing hi fuck buddies, how are you?
Hi fuck buddies. We are rocking and rolling into Mercury retrograde right now.
I have to assume that everybody else is having the exact same kind of issues.
This is true.
I think I told you I'm really ready to just check. People are like, I hate Twitter, let's throw it in the trash. Yeah, it's not good right now. It's very, very bad. And then they pulled away a couple of rules that have allowed people to be even more hateful than ever, especially to trans people. But
it's really awful.
But Facebook, ages ago, when it was like, do you want like a business page? And I was like, I guess I need a business page because I don't want to be friends with people, but I want to let people follow me. So I used to do a lot of my promotion through there. And now I'm just not hardly on Facebook at all. I think I told you it started like letting anyone send you messages. And I'm sure that was something I opted into. But then I was like getting like harassed via voice messages from this one dude who I speak enough Spanish that I could not only tell what he was saying but reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck you. So then after I blocked that guy, he was still able to send me messages. So then I had to dive deep to figure out how to block him entirely. Like that shouldn't be a 2-step process. That was created by a man who has never had to deal with this. 2-step process. And finally, and then I had to do another third thing to delete all of it. But now people are doing this thing where you can schedule an appointment with me.
No.
So I keep getting texts where it's like, so-and-so scheduled an appointment with you. And then people are like sending me messages like, I had an appointment. I'm like, you are a stranger in Dubai. Like,
oh my God.
Sorry. And so
this is not book a cam girl.
Right. So I figured out how to turn it off. And it's not off. It's not off. Nope. I did the things it said to do and I clicked done and I still got an appointment thing. So I'm just going to delete that whole page. I'm just going to delete it. Like,
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of amazing that you have the engagement on Facebook that you do because I don't know. I've convinced myself that like nobody's there, except this is a page for boomers, which is always delightful.
But my demo skews older. I think
that's true.
Just in general, like I mean, people my age and like 5 years older are definitely still solidly using Facebook as their primary thing, because a lot of them don't want to have to represent their life in pictures, which is obviously Instagram.
Yes.
Like TikTok is even more difficult if you don't want to be present. But for people who just want to write meaningful things and have interaction that way, that seems to still be the best way to do it.
And like
However,
with your actual community by and large, or people who have ever been your community. And that is something that none of the other platforms are. I just wish Facebook wasn't so fucking stupid.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I mean, I have to assume that sometime in the next 2 years, some of the 20 somethings who are just, tired of all of this are going to invent something better than all of what's available. And hopefully we can all go over there. I still don't understand what Mastodon is. Oh, you know what the kids are doing though? The kids are doing Discord servers. Do you know about this?
Oh, okay. Technically, yes, but also technically no. Hi, Deej. Deej runs a Discord for Moonbase Theta Out, and when I successfully am able to figure out the platform, it's a delight. But 99.8% of the time, I'm like, how to log in? Like, I don't know if it's web-based or if there's an app.
There's an app for sure. There's an app.
It's a struggle every time. And I can't even claim that I'm the old lady in the group because I'm not. I'm just, I'm probably the least cool nerd in the group. And so I don't really understand it. But that's good to know about Discord because, like, obviously the internet is not going away, but also it's barely fun anymore.
Yes, that's correct.
The Twitter thing has been, like, it's crazy that we actually, these are like new episodes since Twitter really, like, you and I thought Twitter was bad in 2016, right? When it's like, oh my God, too many of these, like, people just coming out of the dirt and the cracks in the walls. But it got so much worse with Elon Musk.
Funny. It's so funny. It reminds me of actually when I used to work like doing customer service in tech, where we would be like, hey, dev team, here is exactly how people use this platform. And this is what people want from it. And here's how to make people safe. 1, 2, 3. And then they were like, nah.
Yeah. I mean,
not even like, I think you're wrong, or maybe we need more research. Just like straight up, we're not doing that. And that I feel is like what they're doing over at Twitter right now, where they're just like, bop, 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 just moving shit around.
These poor fucking DevOps folks, like, who just the second that Giant Dumb Baby bought it, have been like sleeping on the floor in their buildings, either like jumping ship or being strung along for this insane ride.
I have absolutely no sympathy for people who stayed on. Like, I can understand the first couple of weeks when people were like, someone needs to be the custodian of this. But when it was very clear that literally no one gave a shit, I would be out.
So gone.
I would have stolen everything and left.
Yeah.
I would have disabled accounts for people. Like, I would have just been like, burn it down. Here we go.
And the great unverification, like, fine, whatever. It's bonkers. It's absolutely insane to see, like, very famous people not have it anymore. And that's jarring. But more jarring is to see the prioritization of fucking cat turd who has like 4 followers and shows up first thing and it's just awful. It's awful.
Additionally, I was watching people discuss, people were going in, I don't have this much wherewithal, but people were going in and actively blocking people who bought the check. And there's a limit on how many people you can block in a day now. And people were getting disabled. Like, people's accounts, they would try to block a bunch of people, and then they would be like, you must be using the using Twitter inappropriately. So now your account is shut down.
I hate them.
It's really nuts. Like, I was thinking back to the Pussy Riot documentary. I think about this particular scene kind of a lot. And I thought about it a lot during lockdown too. They were doing some sort of performance art resistance theater And it was the kind of thing where you had to know somebody to be invited, and everybody squished into a tiny little room. And then there was the performance right there. And it made me think about, like, during lockdown, one of the things that makes us feel like we are stronger is when we are all together. And that was eliminated during that time period. And that's what's happening here. The spaces that we felt were safer or at least empowering are getting stripped. And I just fucking think about it so much. Like, oh, probably too much.
It's dark and hard. And it's particularly dark and hard when, like, this is the first great era of darkness that we've lived through. And
it is.
Because of that, all of the stories we've read, all the books we've read, all the movies we've watched, all the shows we've seen, when one bad thing happens, or maybe three bad things happen, and then the rallying comes forth, like, you're not going to take us, right? Or like a bad thing means that people come together for the better.
Sure.
But the thing that unfortunately you learn in the real world, and this is so fucking depressing, and I'm sorry to you and fuck buddies, but like the thing that we're learning now is one bad thing actively hobbles you.
Oh yeah.
And actively hobbles us as a collective. And so we don't get to, I think, like, the only example that we had of the contrary was, like, after fucking Hurricane Sandy, and everyone was like, stronger than the storm, and we all looked like, right? And I was like, oh, cool, this is the Goonies ending. And this is like, no, this is when they feel a little bit of give in your resistance, when they feel you hobbled, when they feel you ill or impoverished or homeless or whatever, like, that is an extra handhold on the rock wall of, like, bad shit taking over. And that really sucks. That just really, really sucks.
I would like to offer a small bit of brightness.
Oh, please. Oh, please. One tiny glimmer.
Well, it's nice because it's both dark and light. But you know, I don't know if people have been paying attention to what's been going on with John Mulaney over the last couple of years. I am to the point now where I am willing to believe that almost anyone famous has done at least 2 or 5 things that should make us throw them away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Most famous people have done things without thinking or on purpose, either way, and may or may not still believe those things. And I think that we all have to pick and choose whose art we're going to separate ourselves from.
Yep.
I am definitely at a breaking point with Bill Maher. I have, up until recently, been like, I at least want to see what is happening. You know what I mean? Like, I am consuming this because I feel like I need to know what the people who are interested in him are hearing and saying and repeating, because a lot of it looks quasi-liberal, and then all of a sudden it's like, Muslims are shitty. But his everything, his rhetoric, it feels to me like, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's toilet person. I don't think John Mulaney is someone to walk away from entirely. I understand that there were some bad things with him and his wife. This most recent special that dropped yesterday, it's called Baby J, and it is about how.
Oh, is that why he's in the news?
Well, his drug problem, yeah. Oh, because of the new special.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything brand new about him. So this,
he just dropped a Netflix special yesterday that was filmed, I think, in February. But he's been workshopping material for it for like at least a year, because our friend Lauren saw him at City Winery doing some of these jokes a year ago.
Whoa.
He owns up to a lot of very terrible things, and it feels you can feel his addiction. You can feel his desperation. There's still comedy in all of it, obviously. And he's laughing at himself, but it starts out with him scoring drugs and then being 2 hours late to a dinner date that is not a dinner date. It is his intervention.
What is he in rehab for?
Oh, like 8 things. Yeah, he lists them all. Like,
oh shit,
Adderall, cocaine, Klonopin. Like, he just goes down this laundry list.
No.
It is chilling. It's also like he talks about how he had his first drink when he was 6 and was like drinking heavily by the time he was 13. Like, again, I'm not here to excuse anybody's shitty behavior, but life's fucking hard. And I do think it is easy to not be an asshole, but I also think that it's easy to wind up sliding down the mudslide of your soul. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about a tasty TGI Fridays mudslide. But it is very human. It's very connected. Some of it is actually pretty shocking. I would highly recommend it. It's very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will rewatch that. I agree with you. I mean,
no, it's brand new. You wouldn't have seen it yet. It just.
No. Oh, I mean, I've been rewatching Mulaney recently as well. Like, I was just watching Kid Gorgeous the other night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom and her best friend were over and they were like, we love John Mulaney. I'm like, yeah, John Mulaney's kind of the shit. I mean, and also, yeah, he's done some smarmy things, but especially on the grand scale of like stupid, mean, horrible shit. The famous fucking Mel Gibson is working again.
Ugh.
Why? Why?
Because there's no consequences for anybody.
Oh my God. It is maddening. Yeah. So, I mean, look, did you do smarmy by your partner? And were you also like a wife guy? And is that its own weird cultural thing? Did you see all the wife guy discourse when,
no, this is a new term for me.
Oh shit. All right. I'm going to butcher it. But basically, there are these 3 YouTube guys who worked for BuzzFeed at some point. And
no, I know about that.
The Try Guys, right?
The Try Guys, yeah.
Right. I've never watched anything. So this is all just parroting at this point. But I watched the fallout, like the Thriller meme with the popcorn. So these Try Guys would, I don't know, I guess try things on YouTube. Yes. And they were a huge YouTube sensation, BuzzFeed sensation. And one of the guys, his branding, as per internet,
I know this part.
Right?
Oh, his branding was wife guy, but he's the one who cheated on his wife.
Yes.
With somebody who worked on the programming.
Yeah. Yes, right. Exactly. And it created this level of discourse that's like, almost exclusively with these men who like create full personas of like, you can trust me, I'm so good because all I ever do is talk about my wife. It's not to shit on anyone for, being fallible or whatever. It's specifically that the tactic of like, I'm going to craft this entire persona about how much I worship my wife, including that creepy guy on the internet a million years ago who was like, I love my hot plus size wife. Right. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, great that you love your partner, but it is a red fucking flag when you make that your personality.
Correct. Okay. I
it just
that.
Is.
Yeah.
And so one could say kind of the same for Mulaney when he was a little bit of a wife guy in his previous specials. And it's like,
I get that.
Look, be you, be infallible, be whatever level of asshole you eventually clock in at. But don't try and hide it all behind the wallpaper of like, if I just pretend to be wife guy, everyone, you're riding on her coattails of like the the Dudley do right element of like, look at what a great husband I am, because all I do is talk about her.
Nope, I get
that
you.
is not what you
entirely.
think it is. It is almost always a red flag, an alarm, a siren in the distance.
I have, I think I told you a little bit about this. I have a good thing that I have found. It is an app called Finch, Finch, like the bird.
Oh my God, tell everyone about this precious little bird.
And if anybody decides that they want to join this and you have a way of contacting me, like if I invite you, I think that we both get like a coupon or like a micro pet or something in the app. So the way Instagram pitched this to me, which is interesting because it's the one and only ad I have ever had about this. And normally if I click on one thing where I'm like, oh, that's a weird earring design, then I'll suddenly see 1,000 ads for the same thing. I have not gotten another ad for this app or anything like it after I clicked through and got it. It is weird. But it's called Finch. And it was like, what if self-care was a Tamagotchi? So to be very clear, you are not taking care. So you're in this world, you have this little birdie, and you have to take care of this bird by doing things. Now, with a Tamagotchi, click an icon that's like, feed it, scoop up its poop, like whatever. In actuality, what you're doing is you're making a list of things that you want to do in the day. And there's suggestions if you can't come up with things, if you don't have like a lot of goals for the day or whatever. It's just like, drink some water, get up and stretch, walk for 10 minutes listening to a podcast, like very doable things that when you are at the bottom of the well, they all seem insurmountable. You can pick ones that are change your clothes, take a shower, and underneath it, it's like, we've all been there. So it's a way to pat yourself on the back for things. And then the more you do, you get like energy for your little birdie. And then you can buy it cute little clothes and it's super gay. Yes. And there's tons of like, I have a little like pan flag that my bird waves. And then eventually you can like make your little house and just like put stuff in it. You don't have to build anything. You just buy like rugs and whatever, put in it. And then the social aspect of it is I only have one bird friend. And that the bird's name is Bruce. It's my friend Sarah's bird. And you can like be like, hello, Bruce, I would like to send you a hug. And then like my little bird will show up in Bruce's world and be like, hey, like Lillian's bird is sending you a hug and do you want to hang out a little bit today? And then your birds go on like a little journey together. It is straight up the cutest thing. I have said multiple times that I'm way better at like stage managing for other people, at running other people's stuff, doing personal assistant, doing organizing things for other people. This is a way that I can do self-care by proxy through this silly little bird. And during the day, there's little reminders that pop up where it's like, hey, your bird just wants to know you're doing great. And I was like, something came up the other day and I was like, oh my God, I almost cried.
Fuck. Oh shit.
I'm trying to think about it. It's the sweetest thing. And I bought like, I think I bought like the $5 for a month thing, but I'm gonna buy the whole year. Like I'm in it.
Shut up and take my money.
Right, exactly. Like
would you send me your invite code? Because I did download the app, but I didn't like make a thing yet.
Of course I will.
Do you have an invite code? And I want to get a little sweatsuit from a bird.
I know. Yes, I will send it for sure. It is brilliant. It's really well done. It's very thoughtful. And whoever put it together clearly understands all of the neurodivergence that causes executive function problems.
Oh,
it's beautiful. It's so hopeful.
Beautiful. Man, oh man. Yeah, that's really lovely.
Yeah.
It's really lovely, especially when, in contrast, I watched an entire AI commercial last night and it was terrifying.
Oh no, a commercial that was created by AI?
Yes.
For what?
For pizza. Like it was clearly a
No.
dupe of like a Pizza Hut commercial,
Oh
and they left it unbranded.
no. Uh-huh.
But it's crazy. I'll have to find it on Twitter and send it.
This AI stuff is really
Alarming.
bonkers.
I saw someone's tweet the other day who was like, "Don't worry, they'll lose too many subscribers from AI stuff. So writers and actors, don't be concerned." But like,
Yeah, it's weird. I heard somebody talking the other day about like how once there's chatbots that do dirty things, that it's over for actual sex workers. And my first thought was, oh, I don't think people understand.
wow.
Like, I guess some people are just looking for some sort of like horny interaction. But and all my sex worker friends were like, the reason why people want this interaction is because there's a person on the other end of it. That's the reason why, like, there's enough porn on the whole planet that nobody ever needs to go to OnlyFans. People go to OnlyFans because they want to feel like they're in someone's personal fan club, and that there's a chance for some other interaction. So, like, you know, are we going to have sex robots like Gigolo Joe? Probably.
What do you know?
I love that.
Oh my God.
I wish that movie wasn't 8 days long. I would like to watch it again.
You would? That
enjoy
seems like a crazy desire, and not because it's long, but because it is so emotionally rending that I have
enjoy parts of it quite a bit. It is very emotional. But also the fact that I feel like I feel like Haley Joel is like kind of a robot in real life, that I didn't have that much of a personal connection with.
Yeah, he got so much cooler as he got
He's
older.
so
Have
cute
you seen
now.
him recently?
Yes, he's adorable.
He's us. He's the fun, chubby guy.
Mm-hmm. He sure is. He was in that movie The Boys about the superheroes that I really like.
Oh, okay, yes.
And he was in, it is called, pretty sure he was in Silicon Valley. Yeah.
I know what else he was in.
What?
He was in a Kevin Smith movie called Tusk.
Oh, that's a movie that I never need to see again. That was definitely one of the most disturbed. That was like, it took when we were in Red Bank and we went to the actual Kevin Smith store, in the window there was like a life-size replica of, what's his name, who's the Justin Long, as the weird creepy walrus guy. And I could barely look at it. I took a picture and looked at the picture. It was like Medusa.
No. Oh, fuck buddies. Tusk is a hard watch, but it's also a pretty amazing movie in all of the ways that you could say the word amazing. And I have watched it a few times. And Kevin Smith made it, and it stars Justin Long as this podcaster.
I don't remember the setup.
Yeah, he's a journalist of some kind, either like us or, you know, like a reputable source. And Haley Joel Osment plays his best friend and is hilarious. And he ends up going to this ancient manor to interview this old man who wants to turn him into a walrus. And it's like Misery, but with
it's like Misery and Human Centipede.
Yeah. Yep. 1000%. It is amazing, and it's horrible and amazing and funny and amazing and horrible. So, you know, watch it, obviously.
Speaking of horrible and amazing.
Oh,
so I happen to have, and then lost and then found again, a little publication from Weird New Jersey. Weird New Jersey presents Jersey Devils, Bizarre Beasts, and Other Creatures of Weird New Jersey. True Life Encounters with the Unknown. For those of you guys who don't know Weird New Jersey or Weird NJ, I don't know how they brand it. Boy, you just got to check it out. Like, New Jersey is chock-a-block with some very bizarre stuff, and this is all about cryptids, and sightings of things. Something that comes up over and over and over again is red eyes. Whether or not it's like attached to a critter. And there's actually a Jersey City church that's like one of the bell towers is haunted by red eyes. And every time I go past it, I'm like, am I gonna see them tonight? But I thought that was interesting. Even in like at the very beginning of this book, it talks specifically about like just red eye monster things. But even later in the book, when people are describing other things that are more specific to something else, it's still like glowing red eyes. So I don't know what is in the water here. But I would love to treat you to a couple of little snippets from this lovely publication.
God fucking bless. Yes.
This is from 2017, but I'm sure it's timeless. And I just give a shout out, Weird NJ Magazine, owned and operated by, I don't know how to say this, Mark Skierman and Mark Moran for Weird New Jersey, LLC, P.O. Box 1346, Bloomfield, New Jersey, 07003, if you want to send them some fan mail. And apparently the cover design was by Mark Moran.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. So, it says, all the stories you're about to read are true. We've gone over the last 20 years of Weird NJ letters and emails about people encountering the Jersey Devil, big red eye, and other things they cannot explain. These folks have no reason to make these stories up, and they have no one to tell them to except here in Weird New Jersey. For such a small state, we certainly have our share of cryptids, creatures whose existence can neither be proved or disproved, and certainly not in the mainstream of science. We try and investigate these sightings and speak with eyewitnesses, and we found that their stories never waver. If you have a strange encounter or in a creepy situation you cannot rationally explain, you'll understand what these stories are all about. And the other thing that I really like, I mean, it's obvious that they didn't just trawl a Reddit thread somewhere. Like, these interviews are carefully written. They're super interesting. They're obviously very personal. At the very beginning, the parts that I actually like more have to do with people's personal stories. But at the beginning, Bigfoot's big hairy men and big red eyes, the chapters that go over the specific critters, like the New Jersey Devil, sea creatures, like all of that, actually has news clippings. Like, somebody had to have microfiched this shit out. But yeah, like stuff that's dating back from the 1800s. The Wantage, is that how you say that?
I think so.
Wantage incident, big red eye skyland sighting from 1975. Like, yeah, big red eyes. That's what just comes over and over again. Like, stories of some big red-eyed monster killing a bunch of rabbits, like mutilating them in the 70s. And there's like pictures of the barn. This is where it gets weird. Critters being chased, dogs like leading people to things. I like this. For a Bigfoot, there's like lots of Bigfoot sightings. It says, not a bear, they say.
Yeah, the news super underneath says bear-like creature.
Yeah, bear-like creature. Herald photographer Tony Marcheskin sketched rendering of an apparently strange creature several persons reported seeing. This, they said, is what it looks like. Yeah. So what I want to read to you, also I should mention, I have these cute little page markers that look like sushi on the top. And when I was trying to put this together, my cat walked up to the first one that I had marked and just went and just ripped it off and walked away.
Chomp. He knew it was fish.
He did. Okay, I would like to read this strange creature encounter in Blackwood, 1976. This one's great. We received a call at the office from a woman named Olivia who told us a quite incredible tale of what happened to her and her daughter while horseback riding in August 1976. Here's her story. First of all, and this is the picture that goes with it. It is, I will get to that description.
Some Brian Froud shit.
Yeah, it is
right
scary.
there.
It is scary. Somebody named Ryan Doan drew this. All right. So this is a first person encounter, just a woman named Olivia. Okay. My daughter and I decided to take our horses out riding like we occasionally did in the Lakeland area by Blackwood. It was August 9th. By the way, listeners, if you are like, I don't know where these places are, it's okay. I don't really either. They're in New Jersey somewhere. What you need to know is that whatever you think of New Jersey, you're probably only thinking of the parts that are right around New York or the parts that are right around Philly or Camden or Trenton. There are lots of parts of New Jersey that are the hinterlands.
Blackwood's down by me.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's in Gloucester Township.
Oh, we should go for some drives.
Ooh, there's so much weird shit here. It's intense. Mm-hmm.
It was August 9th, 1976. I remember the date because we knew Hurricane Belle was soon to hit the New Jersey coast, so we wanted to get some riding in before that. It was a windy day, but we followed the usual trails, going along dirt paths that were close to a junkyard. You know, where you ride your horses close to a junkyard. We approached one section of woods when suddenly there was dead silence. We usually heard all sorts of wildlife in the area, but heard nothing now. There's nothing scarier than that. Than like being in the woods and hearing everything go silent.
In the daytime, no less.
Yes, that's terrible. Then a crow cawed loudly 3 times and the horses started acting up. We couldn't figure out what was going on. And then up in front of us, about 100 feet or so, we saw this thing. It was about 6 feet tall. Its back, which it was scratching against a tree, was facing us. At first, to me, it looked like a large dog on top of a horse. I asked my daughter, "What is that?" I started walking along the path we were riding on and slowly followed it up the hill, but the horses were reluctant to stay calm. They started to go wild. The thing turned around and I could better see what it looked like. It had whitish hair with black spots on its hips. It had horns coming out of its head and red slanted eyes. Its nose had a pig-like snout. It stood on 2 feet that ended in cloven hooves. Its hands were tipped with large claws, and it looked like it was slobbering all over. It jumped into its path with its arms open wide, lowering its head like it was going to charge us. At the time, I felt as though I was in some kind of trance, like I was in a movie or something. Only when my daughter yelled, "Let's turn around and get out of here," is when I realized we might be in danger. We were certainly afraid of whatever it was. Then it charged at us, tucking its arms in and running like the Bionic Man. Do you know what that is? Like he used to hold his arms down right by his sides and like run.
Oh,
but without being like running or like running.
No,
yeah, just like.
No. Oh no, I hate it.
Yes, that is what freaked me. I read a bunch of these and they were like, it's a monster that does like animal monster things. This chapter is about whatever this thing is that runs like that.
I hate it. I know. Thank you.
Yep.
No.
It tried to grab one of the horse's tails, but we took off. When I looked back, I noticed it had stopped in the spot we had taken off from. Like in the movies, after we got away from this thing, we saw a Washington Township police car by the junkyard and told the policeman driving it that there was a strange creature in the woods that came after us, and we described it to him. The policeman said, "Well, I hope to hell we don't catch it," and started to fill out a report. But amazingly, this thing showed up in the junkyard, and we all saw it as it hopped over the 8-foot fence, galloped in front of the police car, and then ran into the woods.
Oh my God.
Can you even imagine? Can you imagine?
The craziest thing is, I wonder if you could find that police report, since you have the municipality where it is and you have the date.
Yeah. Unless the guy just didn't file it because he was too freaked out.
I mean.
So, anyway. Hopped the fence, galloped in front of the police car, and then ran into the woods. After that, we took the horses right back to the stables. Yeah, I bet you did. You're like, "Come on, Hurricane." Hurricanes are not scary.
I'm
After
gonna
seeing
ride that
something like
horse
that.
all the way back to New York City. Are you kidding
Right.
me?
Oh, the policeman wanted my address so he could speak with me later, but I didn't make it home in time. He had already come and gone. Well, that's weird. I never found out if he filed the report. Maybe he didn't want to report it. Later on, the owner of a local ranch told me one time he found one of his horses dead in its field with its then in a field with its stomach ripped open. I'm telling you, I believe there's something out there. There were 3 witnesses that day, and my daughter and I can even recall vividly every moment of our encounter with this thing, even after 40 years. I'll never forget it. I've never told this story to anyone outside of the family, but my daughter convinced me we should tell it to Weird NJ. On further investigation by Weird NJ, we tracked down some of the officers who worked at the Lakeland Police Department to see if anyone recalled the incident, or if in fact it was ever written up by the police officer at the scene. Our sources tell us that there was a total confirmation on the strange sighting in 1976. The police have other stories about a large flying animal that the police observed in the area. Unfortunately, at press time, we're still in pursuit of the story and what other weirdness is happening in the Blackwood area. That's amazing.
Oh, shit.
It was corroborated. Yep.
Oh, my God.
So here is another from 1993. A park ranger, John Irwin, was traveling in a deserted road at night within the Wharton State Forest in December 1993 and had reached a spot
where
where
I used to live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right next to where I used to. Wait, no.
Huh?
Just kidding. I used to live near Wharton. Wharton State Forest is exactly where I live now.
Oh, great. Do you know where the Mullica River is?
I do.
Okay, great. Well, we're definitely going to go find this thing next time I'm out there.
No.
Oh, we have to get horses. Park ranger traveling on a deserted road within the Wharton State Forest had reached a spot where the Mullica River was next to the road. His vehicle's headlights shone on a large dark figure that was emerging from the woods and moving out into the roadway. As he got closer, the figure stood in front of the car, blocking the road. Irwin had to stop his car in order to avoid hitting the creature. Just hit it. That's not how I usually feel about things, but he described it as being over 6 feet tall and covered with black fur that looked wet and matted. It appeared not to have any forelegs, but a pair of huge, powerful hind legs. The creature glanced through the windshield, revealing 2 piercing red eyes. It stood a few minutes and then turned and continued across the road, walking upright like a human, but in a peculiar robot-like fashion. He couldn't see its arms because it was down by his sides, like the fucking Bionic Man, walking like a goddamn robot.
I hate it. No.
It's upsetting.
Oh, no. Oh, God damn it. This is where we take the dogs.
Oh, well. Do you know where Clementon is?
Clementon. Let's see. Let's do a little Google-a-roo. Clementon is pretty close to Blackwood. Right around the corner from Blackwood.
Okay. This one is Something in Clementon from Angie and Steve Pelicano. There are tales of Jersey Devil type sightings in the area of Clementon. When the woman I babysat for was a teenager, she and 2 friends were cutting through the woods to get back to their house. They were all talking and laughing until they heard a 4th set of footsteps behind them. Thinking it was her younger brother just trying to scare them, they continued walking, trying to ignore the sounds behind them. Soon their talking died down as they were actually getting freaked out. She whirled around to tell her brother to knock it off and go home, but she was staring into bright red eyes instead of her brother's. The girls all screamed and started running, and then they heard it running behind them. Man, I would be done. I would have no stories to tell. I can't run, and I would immediately trip over a root. Also, leave me, by the way. If that ever happens, you can leave me. Save yourself. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, this thing is really big, and it's apparently horse-like, so doesn't it pick up steam really quickly?
Well, like, it's only running on 2 legs, though. So it's not like galloping like a horse. It's like
it's true.
Running on 2 feet that are ostensibly cloven hooves from what most.
I hate it. This is so close to me.
That's okay. There's plenty of real life things to be terrified about instead. Um, the girls all screamed and started running. They heard it running behind them. Right before they made it onto the street, they felt a waft of air hit their backs and heard the splitting of bark as the thing swiped at them. They made it to her house and locked the doors. Her younger brother was sitting on a couch watching TV when they ran in. The next day, they all went back to the woods with her mother so that the mother could prove to them nothing swiped at them. The bark of the tree had claw prints on it like no animal in New Jersey that can climb trees. The younger brother I mentioned was playing catch with a football with a friend in his backyard one day. All of a sudden, he froze with the football in his hands. This friend, confused as to what was frightening him, turned to look where he was looking, and something leapt from the tree it was perched on and into the yard between them. Oh shit! So they're playing catch, and it like drop bared into the middle
in the daytime. This is all daytime. That is so upsetting. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, daytime horror is the scariest. And with demon fastness, jumped the fence without touching it and continued to jump the fences of each yard in this manner until it jumped back into the woods. The same claw marks were found on the tree it was perched on that were found on the tree the thing swiped at his sister a few years earlier. That is so scary.
Dude.
This is so scary.
As the marks said, everybody having the same fucking story is really no. Okay, I have to tell you, just like a little insert here, a little fucking amuse-bouche. So fuck buddies, whether you're in Jersey or not, it's, you know, we're having a spring, a Jersey spring, and we had a little tiny heat wave that was like 90 degrees for a couple days, and I don't know if it was 90 up in North Jersey, but it was 90 down here.
Yeah, it was at least 88. It was close.
And like the amount of fauna, and I mean like more than 4 legs. I mean like 6 to 8. The amount of fauna here is a little bit staggering and like shocking for a place that is not even 100 miles south of New York. And like Jory and I were talking, and I'm like, look, I appreciate how weird South Jersey is. And I am earnestly enjoying being able to live here, at least for a while, and like soak it up and have a very authentic experience. But also, like, what the fuck is going on down here? What the fuck is going on? Like, I can't tell you already, and it's April. I can't tell you how many flying, stinging things I've seen, even with like regular exterminator visits. And, you know, as per my initial move in here, like, yeah, it's a very compromised building, and like I'm trying to make sure that the flying stinging things stay out, but like also I think it's like the area. There's something happening.
You know how like you can plant certain plants to make butterflies come?
Yes.
Maybe that's what it is.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh no.
I know. But to your point earlier, I don't know if you can see that right there. I still have a scar from a bite from something from a couple of months ago. And the other day, maybe like a week and a half ago, it was right around when it was really hot. Because I remember my friends were talking about having to put their AC in. On my bed, which I was going to take a picture of it before I squished it. But then I was like, what if it hops?
Yes.
The best way that I could describe it, it didn't even quite look like a spider. It had like a long torso, and it looked like it didn't have the full shape of a scorpion, but it had like, you know how scorpions have more like crab-ish legs than like a spider? Yeah. That's what it looked like. And I squashed it and I showed Don, and he was like, hell no.
Oh no.
It wasn't even that big. It was just meaty. Do you know what I mean? Like it was like robust.
Yeah, right. If it was mega sized, it would be absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah. Yes. But it wasn't a beetle, and it wasn't anything else I had ever seen, and I hate that.
Yeah.
So much.
Yes. Yeah. There, I mean, like, I can't make a comparison, so I don't know how things are doing in North Jersey, but I can say full stop that there is just so much weird fauna activity down here that, like, look, with all these wasps and yellow jackets and like a whole union of carpenter bees, of the fuck
Mm.
course, there's this terrifying
A
thing that
whole
runs around
union
in the
of carpenter
daylight.
bees. It does feel like that
No,
way. It feels like they're like doozers. You know what I
they
mean?
really are.
God,
They
carpenter
really are.
bees. Ugh.
Oh my
Um,
God.
I want to tell you about one more creature because this is a very different kind of creature. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I didn't talk about the Jersey Devil. We could do that another time. The Jersey Devil, the story of that goes back to, I believe, the 1600s.
Oh yeah.
And that had to do with a woman named Mother Leeds, who, I mean, a rough version of the story would be like on her 13th child, she was basically like, fuck these kids. I hope this next one's the actual devil. And then it was. And that is that's what the New Jersey Devils hockey team was named after. And it is generally described as like a thing with kind of like a kangaroo shaped body, but I bet it's more like a satyr. Because it's not actually going to bounce like a kangaroo. That's not menacing. That's scary but weird,
Hmm.
and vaguely adorable, with like a pig nose and bat wings, or like pterodactyl wings
Yes.
is generally what that is. And there that it generally scoots around the Pine Barrens. However, there is a monkey man up here in North Jersey that has been sighted in Hoboken and in Bayonne.
Oh, the monkey man.
Uh,
Yes.
so rumors have been circulating throughout the Hoboken school system during the month of October 1982 about a mysterious ape-like creature that came to be known as the Hoboken Monkey Man. This half man, half beast monkey man was accused of terrorizing schools, attacking children, walking home, throwing students out of windows, and even killing a teacher. What? I want more information about that. The Hoboken Police Department, concerned by the disturbing rumors that lasted over 2 weeks, set up a task force to inform the students as to the true facts behind the scare. The Public Safety Council was called in to help quell the hysteria that pervaded throughout the community. "There is no monkey man, no students or children missing," said one official from Public Safety Council. "We went looking for him. He wasn't even in the streets. How do you stop a rumor that's growing like wildfire?" I love that. He wasn't even in the streets. He wasn't even in the streets.
Oh no.
I mean, there's so many places that you could hide. Hoboken Monkey Man cleans up in Jersey City. I have read the story on the Hoboken Monkey Man, which triggered a memory of mine. This event happened when I was 10 years old. I lived in Jersey City, and one summer I remember my mom being at work and my father was sleeping. It was very quiet in the apartment, and I was reading. For some reason, I was getting a little spooked. I looked out the window at an apartment across the way. I looked into the window, and I saw this man dressed in a janitor's uniform sweeping, but the weird thing was he had a monkey's face with a human body. I got so scared that I yelled and woke up my father, but when we checked to see if he was there, he was gone. So could it have been the Hoboken Monkey Man or what? Evelyn will never know. And then I've heard about a number of cryptids in Bayonne, but this is I didn't go through everything. I'll see if I can tag all the Bayonne ones. About 6 years ago, from 2017, my children and I moved to 9th Street in Bayonne. The end of the block drops off into the Newark Bay. According to the kids in the neighborhood, no one's allowed to go down the hill. After several weeks, my children came home with a story explaining why this is so. An abandoned road, which is gated off between a Catholic school and 8th Street, leads to an old PT boat factory at the bottom of the drop-off. A man lives there who is called Monkey Man. According to my kids, he was abandoned by his parents and has made his home there since he was a child. It is said that he can be found wandering the trails along the Newark Bay. This past summer, my kids said they saw him. He was wearing a ragged green shirt and had long brown hair on his arms. My younger son saw him again on the abandoned road walking with a dog. He said that he's always wearing that ragged green shirt. The road is gated and locked with chains and padlocks. There's a monkey man sighting in Four Corners in North Caldwell. Around Little Falls there.
Yes, please.
Somebody named JK says, I've lived in Little Falls all my life. My mother and I both remember walking past the monkey man on my way to school every morning. Yes, there was something wrong with him, and he would always ask for a quarter. His parents were interbred, and so was he. One day he disappeared and was never seen at Four Corners again.
No.
I don't think this is that. I think this might actually just be racism.
Mm. Fuck.
Now that I'm looking at all this.
Yeah.
There's also a lizard man of Wayne and Great Meadows. There's something called the Essex Phantom. Oh, the chicken with the human face. I need to find the picture of this. According to the Pioneer newspaper dated January 22nd, 1880, the ex-freeholder John Lillis of Jersey City owns one of the most peculiar freaks of nature ever seen. It is a chicken with a human face and with feet so misshapen as to be more like lumps of dirt than pedal extremities. The face is almost perfect. Instead of a beak, a common nose shows itself, underneath which a mouth regularly proportioned, the upper jaw of which is armed with a set of teeth. The face is bare of feathers, but light whiskers adorn either side of the face, while attached to the chin is a heavy beard. The fowl at present is at the corner of Hoboken and Oakland Avenues, but will probably be secured by some museum. Can you imagine being that person's neighbor? Fucking, they're like, hey, you guys remember ex-freeholder John Lillis of Jersey City? You guys remember that guy? Yeah, you gotta see this fucking chicken, you guys. There's little gremlins in Highland. There have been multiple weird winged creatures like dragons, like all over. Like, but the dragon sightings are different from the Jersey Devil sightings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I it's just wild. What were these ones back here? Oh, that was just the Mother Leeds story. And then there's like lots of like water-based creatures also.
Yes.
Creepy. So anyway,
what do they call the first horrible thing that you were reading about?
Oh, there is not a name for it. It says strange creature encounter.
Come on.
In Blackwood.
That's too many stories for them to not give it a nickname.
Yeah. This is under a chapter just called Creature Discomforts that starts with the Mantis Man of the Musconnet Con.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that must have also been where I used to live.
Oh, so good. Yes, a number of sightings of a giant thing that looks like a praying mantis.
In more irreverent Weird NJ news, it closed. I used to. Do you remember going with me to Salt, that gastropub?
I do. Yes.
So Salt opened up another place that was too short-lived. It was majestic. I loved it. And it was on a lake right next to Wild West City.
Oh,
and it was called The Trout and the Troll. And it was their like kid sister restaurant. It was more dressed down. It was more like pubby, fun, greasy spoon food. And they always had like really good folk music. And the space was decorated with Weird NJ lore from like just the weirder stuff, the less creepy stuff. Like in Sussex County, there used to be a guy, I think Sussex, there used to be a guy who was known as Wavin' Willie. And Wavin' Willie would sit outside his house in like a little fucking woven rattan chair and just wave at people. And Wavin' Willie was a Weird NJ icon. And so there was a giant, canvas portrait of Wavin' Willie.
That's so cute.
It was really cute. There was also a guy known as the Hackensack Dancer. And in the main square of Hackensack outside the old Sears building, he would just dance every day unless it was raining. And on my very first Weird NJ like road trip, we went all the way from Peaburg to Hackensack, and it was raining, and I did not get to see the Hackensack Dancer. And then I lived next to Hackensack, so I did end up seeing him.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. There's a very flamboyant dude in my neighborhood who the very first time I saw him, like he was not singing, which is I think why I noticed him.
Mhm.
Because I think that when people are singing really loudly to along to their headphones, I hate them.
Yeah.
Hate them. But if you're just dancing, that's fine with me. I don't care. Um, and we were sitting outside of this place called Corkscrew in my neighborhood, and this guy was just like bopping, just like really, really like dancing his ass off, but like on his way to the bus stop. Like he was like
Yes.
had left extra time to get to the bus so that he could boogie his ass down. And I was laughing, and I looked at the bartender, and she was like, "Yeah, he does that all the time."
I love it. So happy, Make.
Oh, so happy, mate.
Those were a fabulous collection of things that I didn't know I
Thanks.
had to be afraid of, and now I am never going outside.
Yay. Well, you're welcome because I didn't realize that they were so close to you. But
Oh,
good times.
yes.
Good times.
Man, everywhere I've lived. I mean, Peaburg, we had Shades of Death Road, which is a scary road. I mean, I guess it's not West Milford. West Milford is the real ground zero of like
Mm.
terrifying, crazy shit, especially when it comes to like the creepy people stuff.
Mm.
They've got Clinton Road and everything on it, including that like haunted wishing well and Demon's Alley and a myriad of things. But then like Runner the fuck up is right here. Right here. What the fuck?
Ah.
I mean, I did kind of know that. Yeah,
I
kinda
mean,
knew that.
no town as quaint as the town that you live in is devoid of weird, creepy shit.
Exactly. Yeah. And in terms of Jersey cryptids, yeah, it's pretty much everywhere I've chosen to live. Like Big
Mm.
Red Eye was Sussex County and like High Point, I think. And now like all the really creepy shit that lives in the Pine Barrens and Wharton State Forest is yeah. And like if you drive through there, I will say that being down here, the nice thing about it is you don't have to like get on the turnpike or the parkway to go to the shore. You just go on a really creepy road that goes through all of the haunted cryptid filled forest until you
Yes.
hit sand.
Oh my God, amazing.
It is pretty amazing.
Have you ever
It's
been
pretty
out to
amazing.
the Blue Hole in the Pine Barrens?
No, but I live right next to it.
Oh, I want to go. I want to
I
see
live
it.
right next to the Blue Hole, and I will absolutely go with you.
Let's go.
I think it's an Atzian state forest or Atzian lake.
Mm.
It is right here.
Let's do it.
It's right here.
Oh,
Absolutely.
interestingly enough, one of the stories that I skipped over when it was talking about like some sort of no, I think it was talking about a specific instance with the New Jersey Devil. It was talking about that I think it was 1904, and it said that the creature like wreaked havoc all over this one night, including at a private social club. And I was like, oh, I bet you anything the New Jersey Devil went and broke up the fucking KKK one night.
Oh, yes. Yes. Way to go, Jersey Devil. He won't stand
I
for
mean,
that shit.
I don't know. It might have been the Women's Temperance League. What do I know? But
Seems doubtful.
I love. I mean, there's another Kevin Smith movie. How has he never done a movie about the New Jersey Devil? I have a complaint.
Because he's been in California too long.
That's true. That's very true. Well, those are my stories.
I love them.
It is I mean, if I was a cryptid and I didn't actually have to be out fucking with people right now, I would be like, you guys, this is too much. I'm gonna take a break. They're all like, wow, whatever's happening.
They're
Also,
outside because they're trying to get off Twitter. And to that I say, good for them.
Or maybe we're not seeing them because they're all inside on Twitter.
They all got their blue checks.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Exactly.
Well,
that's it for this week. Thanks to everybody who has reached out to say hi and that they're glad we're back. We're glad to be back too. And take care of yourselves. Don't forget to drink lots of water. If you download that Finch app or if you want an invite or whatever, please hit me up. You guys know where to find us.
Let's all have our little self-care Tamagotchis together.
Yes. And if you really are the kind of person who's like, I don't understand any of this, I don't know how to reach you, Lillian Bustle at gmail.com, LILLIANBUSTLE at gmail. I'm happy to make it as easy as possible for people who aren't those weirdos on Facebook to try to make appointments with me.
And what appointments are you accepting?
I told you I created an away message that was like, if you're trying to reach Lillian for actual booking, here's her email address. But if you're just some creepy guy trying to hit on her by saying, hey, 15 times, get some game. Somebody wrote back and was like, I don't really understand this. And I was like, it seems like you're trying to hit on me. I always do it from the point of view of my fake assistant. But I was like, we here at blah, blah, blah team are trying to cut back on unnecessary sexual harassment. And the person was like, oh,
necessary.
Okay. That's not how I worded it much better.
But maybe you should.
But the guy was like, oh, okay, then.
Yes.
That's what I was here for. So I guess I'll go now.
You made that much easier than you thought it was going to be. Really no bureaucratic pushback.
The amount of people who have just replied okay is very funny. I've gotten at least 30 responses since that.
Really?
Yeah. Whatever this is an absolute pipeline of dreck.
No.
I know.
Well, at least there are cryptids.
At least there are.
Okay, fuck buddies.
Okay. Bye.
Stay out of the forest.
Stay out of the forest. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.